Michael Poulsen of Volbeat here. You are watching Metalshop TV.
So, headlining festival in Czech Republic for the first time, I guess. It must feel cool to know that your music is kind of spreading in that way.
Oh yeah, always. You know, this year has been very interesting because we are playing some of our B markets and side shows, and also playing with Guns N' Roses. So being here in Czechia is an honor for Volbeat, you know, to get back and being headlining. So you know, I'm very proud of that.
Okay. And speaking of you headlining rock for people playing in Czech Republic, what is the first thing, or a first couple of things that comes to your mind when you hear of Czech Republic? Because I asked these musicians from United States and Australia and stuff like that, and they don't know too much. But I guess you from Denmark, maybe something.
Not really, no. I'm just very impressed about the construction work, the buildings and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was awesome. These couple of days we've been here, I've been looking forward to. I always take a morning run, and I've been looking forward to do that, to see all the great buildings down here.
Yeah. So me, as a huge King Diamond fan and Merciful Fate fan, I've got to ask you about your collaboration with King Diamond, because I think two Danish legends together, Room 24, such a special song. So how was it for you to work with him? What was he like?
Great guy, you know, huge inspiration and very down to earth. But yeah, I've been listening to King Diamond since was very young, and even before I had my first guitar, I was listening to King Diamond. So, you know, so many years after having the opportunity to go and make a record and have King Diamond on one of the tracks, that was something I could not imagine. So it was a dream come true. But at the same time, you know, it's Volbeat developed after years into a huge band, and we had the opportunity to tour America a lot of times, and the King showed up to some of our shows, and we had a good talk, and you know, became really good close friends, and are still in very good contact. So when we talked about making a song, you know, it came very natural and very easy.
Yeah.
And of course, when you write a song for King Diamond, it has to be heavy. So that was a lot of great fun, and I remember writing the half of the song backstage while we were on tour.
Yeah.
And then when I came home, I finished up the rest of the song. And you know, we went to the studio and sent the files over to King, and was waiting for days, for a couple of days, and it was like waiting for a big Christmas gift or something.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he do? And the results came back and were amazing. You know, I almost got tears in my eyes, because he's been such a huge inspiration, and he's so heavy. You know, he has so much signature. So I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, cool. And it was Grammy nominated, so I guess the result was very cool.
Yeah, no, I'm very proud of it, and everybody in the band is very proud of it. And it seems like one of those songs that fans really dig. You know, it stands out. So yeah, it turned out great.
Well, speaking of icons, speaking of legends, last year you toured with Metallica on a huge stadiums in the United States. I can't imagine, what is that experience like? What did you take from it?
You know, we had the opportunity to tour with Metallica lots of time. You know, we've been very spoiled when it comes to that. Yeah, last year was a crazy year. You know, going to America, going on tour with Metallica again, but not just doing it again, doing it in the US biggest stadiums with the biggest rock band, heavy rock band. Very proud of that, and I'm very thankful to Metallica. You know,
you've got to learn from the best.
Yeah, you know, they're very good people. They're very professional. You know, so there's always a trick or two to learn. We do have the same management now in Q Prime. So it's nice to, you know, with a big team in America. But yeah, there's always stuff to learn, even though that Volbeat is, you know, about to get old. You know, there's still things to learn from great legendary guys like the guys in Metallica.
Yeah, cool. Of course, I've got to ask you about the new record. So what is the progress of that thing, and when can we expect some results to come?
When we're done with this festival run, we will go home. That's the end of July.
Yeah.
And that's the time when we put all the pieces together. I wrote tons of songs. I got half songs that's already finished. I think I had lyrics for maybe 5 or 6 songs right now. So we have to go through a lot of material.
Yeah.
There's probably maybe 5 songs that we can already play right now. But as always, you know, we write a lot of material and we pick the best 13, 14 songs out, maybe out of, I don't know, 30 or 40 songs. So it's a lot of material that's actually get trashed, and maybe some of it will be picked up later.
Like some B-side or something.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to B-sides, I still think it has to be just as good quality as what you put on the main record.
Of course.
Why, for us, why we make B-side is if there's a certain song we just don't think fits into the whole perspective of the whole record, then we make it a B-side. But we like making strong B-sides, and we do play our B-side songs when we out live, like Ecotone. But it just have to fit the record. So yeah, there's still a lot of material. It's too early to say right now how it sounds like. I can only promise you one thing: it sounds like Volbeat, and it should. You know, we're not trying to be a new band for each record. Of course. We are Volbeat. We have a lot of signature. At the same time, we try to come up with stuff that we haven't done before, but still, when you have signature sound and a certain style, it's also very recognizable. So people will immediately hear, okay, this is definitely Volbeat. But there'll definitely be surprises, like always, and can't wait to go into the studio because I think we got some really strong material and very interesting material, or else it would be stupid not to go into the studio.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, still working on some few surprises, and let's see what happens. So far, I'm very proud of what we have.
Yeah, looking forward to
it. We're gonna enter the studio late November. So there's gonna be a new record up next year.
Yeah, of course. But you already play one new song, The Everlasting.
Yeah.
And that song fucking rips. It's so cool. It's like take me back to 80s to the best fresh riffs.
Okay.
Fucking amazing.
Thank you.
So is that a song that you put together for the fans so to show that they're waiting for a new album, or is that a part of new album, and is that a reflection of things that might to come?
It was just one of the songs that I finished up first. It came to me very easily, you know, and since it really worked out great in the rehearsal room and I came up with the lyric quite fast, it was something nice to bring to the road for the people to hear something from Volbeat they haven't heard before. And it definitely has that kind of 80s thrashy thing, heavy stuff, you know. There's a lot of inspiration in a song like The Everlasting. I think people can definitely hear the Metallica, Dio, Black Sabbath inspiration. But you know, that's just one of the songs on the album, and
so it's gonna be on the album.
It's gonna be on the album because, you know, that's one of those songs we like to put on the record, and we see it as a keeper, and there's gonna be elements that have similarities on the album that we have in The Everlasting.
Okay, cool. Well, the last 2 questions that I ask every musician that I'm interviewing during this summer on the festivals. The first one, since the World Cup is playing right now, are you into football and have you watched football? I know that Denmark was close to go to the next rounds.
They were?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
No?
So, you got your answer there.
Are you not? Okay, you are not too much into football?
I was into football many years ago, but
Yeah.
I lost interest.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have one more question. What is your favorite sport then?
boxing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I'm more into boxing than I'm into music, so it tells a lot.
So that means you could be like the next world champion or something. When we look at it at that perspective that your band is such a
No,
huge thing.
I'm just saying that my interest for boxing has been since I was a child, because my father was an old fighter, and so I've been studying a lot of boxing with my father back in the days, and still watch a lot of boxing, read a lot about boxing, more than I read about music. So I'm not even kidding, you know. There's a lot of passion in boxing that I'm into. So yeah, boxing is number one.
Okay, no problem. And the last one, since we are at the festival and there are bands that are playing live music, I've got to ask you, who do you think is the best live band today?
The best live band?
In any music genre.
Okay. Oh, that's a really good question. The best live band. Wow.
Who has caught your attention?
Yeah. There's many of them.
Maybe you don't have to name one. It's just a couple of names that come to your mind.
You know, it's. I think Manic Street Preachers is a very good live band. You know, they never disappoint. I've seen them a couple of times, and it's always been great. Yeah, just to name one. But you know, we just finished the tour with Metallica. You know, so
they are still pretty phenomenal.
And I think, you know, they're still an amazing live band. You know, lots of respect for keeping that energy and the hunger, and you know, you got to take your hat off to that. But yeah, there's a lot of them out there, but that's all. You know, some of them really stands out. Yeah. So yeah, you know.
I don't know, you know, Volbeat is on the top of that list also. So
I haven't watched Volbeat yet, so I don't know.
You are on the wrong side of the stage.
Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, so looking forward to tonight's show. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciate it. Michael, Volbeat for Metalshop TV. Rock on.